Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Rain Sama. If you, some of you guys might know me in the main Discord as a helper, Rain Izumi. If you do, what's up? If you don't, come check us out. I'll have a link to the Discord and the group and the game in the bio. This is I get a lot of questions as a helper, like a tier list about what are the best styles. Like if I play this, like what should I do then? If I play this, what should I do? It's all like I'm not gonna lie, this is a raw edit. I don't think I'm gonna cut anything, so sorry if I stutter a lot or I repeat some things. I do apologize. I'm just trying to record this as quick as possible, just so I can save you guys as much time as possible, on top of getting you guys as much information as I can. Now, in no way am I trying to bloat about being a really good player or saying I'm the best player. I would definitely say, though, I'm probably within the top 5, the top 1% of the more experienced fighters in the game. The leagues right now for the game isn't open because they were waiting to get a bot set up and get the referees and stuff. Plus, the game blew up overnight, so I'm not ranked in any way. I definitely would say I'm a pretty good player, though. I do pretty good in holding my own in 1v1s and 1v3s, so anyway, this is going to be a quick video. Take my word for it if you want or not. Completely up to you guys. If you have any questions, I'm not a dev, by the way, so I can't say, I can't guarantee any nerfs, buffs, and stuff like that coming to the game, but I'll just give you guys my honest professional input as a helper without trying to tarnish any names. And if any developers see this, what's up, guys? Sorry if I messed anything up. Also, you should promote me to staff, bro. I'm like the best helper, you know what I'm saying? And they on top. All right. Regardless, let's get right into it. First one right off the bat is basic. Basic is the most common style in the game. It's about a 59% chance to get, and it's the only common. 99% of the time you'll spawn in with this. A lot of people sleep on this. They think that it's not that good. However, if we pull up the Trello for the Gakuran thing, I'll also be going over the Trello while going over it so you guys can see what the perks and stuff are. Your counter strike, 5% damage on your next attack after perfect blocking I think that says, what's it called? After perfect blocking an attack. So what that means when you perfect parry, sometimes when you parry, you'll get a 5% damage buff on your next attack. So I recommend, as a basic, you should go like a smaller build because you'll have faster M1s, faster dashes, lower cooldowns. It's just overall pretty good. A lot of people think it sucks. Personally, I've used it. I liked it. I'm more of a tall height player, so definitely pretty good. Swift recovery, 50% posture regen, 50% block chip damage, and a 24% chance to clash into a grapple. Now, there's also a lot of questions. You'll see grapple a lot here, like clash into grapple a lot on these trees. A lot of you guys are asking, how do I win a grapple? How can I succeed in a grapple? It's all RNG. If you throw the first punch, you'll win the grapple. If you have the higher M1 string, aka like you're on your second M1 or your third M1, and you guys clash, you'll most likely win the grapple. That's just how it is. It's all, just based off that. There's no, you don't mass click, there's no mini game. That's just how it is. Block chip damage is damage you can cast through blocking. So, aka if they are holding F on you and you punch them, there's a 50% damage or a 50% chance you can hit a block chip damage, which does like maybe like 1 or 2 damage. Nothing crazy. 50% posture regeneration rate, that's definitely good. This is really good actually if you don't really, or if you hold block a lot, and like I do, definitely pretty good. Overall, for basic, I would definitely put this at A tier. Now, A tier for this, I would recommend the heights between 4'11 being the smallest, and then up to maybe like 5'5 or 5'6, because you always want to be fast with basic. You don't ever want to, go slow with the M1s. It's all about being quick. You want to land those R's at point blank, because, the windup's a little bit long. So, definitely put it at A tier. Next one is wrestling. Wrestling is super mediocre depending on how you play. If you like heavy, well, let's say for example you play Devoken and you've always liked the heavy swords, or you play Type Soul, or whatever the case may be. Let's just say you played a game that has heavy weapons. If you like the slower attacks and the strong heavies, wrestling is your go-to. For the height recommendation, I strongly suggest something above, the 6 foot range, something between like 6 foot and 6'8". Definitely go for that. Wrestling has a special M2 where you grab and slam your opponent. When you slam them, you deal 1.5x damage. The reason I say you should go height on this is because the bigger you are in game, the bigger hitbox you have. And the bigger hitbox you have, the bigger lingering hitbox you have. So that's why it's a lot easier to grab someone and slam them into the ground. Heavy hitter, a 50% guard break damage on M1 and M2. That just means, self-explanatory. You have a 50% chance of doing more guard break damage with your R or your left click. The 50% block chip damage, again, 50% chance to hit him on the block for chip damage, and a 55% chance to clash into grapple. This is just the highest clash into grapple chance, I believe. This pretty much just means most of the time when you're punching, you don't have to worry about relying on landing a lot of M1s. You just need to make sure you kind of chuck out an M1 or two here and there and try to win that clash, You always want to try to win those. What I suggest as a tall, heavy build is play around your R. use your R ability, wait for them to get up because you can't hit them on the ground. Once they get up, throw a punch or two, and then just slowly, like, play a little passive and kind of, wobble around them and try to play around your R ability because your R is going to do, the 1.5 damage and it has a really huge hitbox. Try to hit them with like a block break or try to M1 them first and go for R or bait them into walking into it. For wrestling tall, I would definitely set this as like a B tier. I usually don't have a problem fighting these guys. Short wrestling is also super reliable. If you're between 4'11 and 5'5 or any height in the game, super still reliable. It just extremely excels in my opinion with the taller because lingering hitbox, stronger stuff like that. Now the next one is Capoeira. This one recently just got introduced in the most recent update. The M2 ragdolls the victim on hit, 5% guard break damage, 15% block chip damage, and your dash cooldown is 25% shorter. I gotta be honest, I haven't had much problems fighting this tree. I think just because it's on release and they were trying to keep it as balanced as possible, or maybe the animations or whatever the case may be, I haven't had a problem fighting it. Um, I've heard a lot of people say it works for shorter builds, but I've had a lot of people use it on taller builds, and then even the people on short builds don't really like it. So again, it's really a huge if. I think as of right now on release, aka what's it called? As of July 31st, I would have to rate it a C tier. I don't think it's all that. I mean, for all I know, there could be a really good capoeira player out there. Congrats to you, bro. You're probably a goat. It's just, in my personal opinion, fighting all these guys, I haven't had a single problem with them. Now, the next one we're going to be going to is boxing. Boxing's really good, really underrated, and it's really a personal favorite if you enjoy it. Like, if you don't enjoy it, you're not going to enjoy it. If you do enjoy it, you're going to enjoy it. The cool thing about this is it has untouchable, aka iframe M2s, and so when you hit your R ability, which is your M2, you throw pretty much two punches. You can throw a right hand and a left hand, I believe, or it's like a left hand, right hand. Um, Pretty solid. It throws a lot of people off because they'll see you throw the right punch, and there's like a split second before they throw the left punch, so they'll think like, okay, I blocked one of them, I'm gonna go punch them, and then psych, you hit him with the next one. So now you have a free combo you can start up. Perfect blocks reduce your M2 cooldown by 1 second of what it's currently at if on cooldown. So that means like let's say you use your iframe M2, and let's say I think the iframe M2 has like a 7 second cooldown. So if you land that and then you parry somebody, that's 7 seconds, 6 seconds, 5 seconds. Like like it drops like that a second. So if you land two parries back to back, you're pretty much playing around with like a 4 second cooldown. Super super good, super sleeper pick. Oh yeah, and 20% block chip damage. Personally, I think boxing really depends on your playstyle. If you really like short, fast paced, I definitely think boxing's for you. Between 4'11 and 5'5, again, the smaller hitboxes and the smaller heights, definitely really good. There are a lot of people who do play it on taller builds between like 6 foot and 6'4. Definitely still good, really good poke. Um, I gotta be honest, most of these guys I fight, definitely A tier. I never really see a bad boxer player. Usually they're always pretty good and pretty smart with faking out their R's and baiting people into walking into it. Definitely good. You know, again, a lot of this, guys, by the way, let me just rephrase this again. A lot of this is personal preference. As somebody who's pretty good at the combat and has over roughly like 50 hours on the game already, I can definitely tell you this is just from my personal experience. Everyone's gonna have their own. That's completely fine. I'm just letting you guys know if this is from mine. Next one we're going to is karate. Um, your special passive is perfect blocking and attack increases posture region by 15% for 3 seconds. Landing an M2, aka your R, refunds 25% of your posture. Could potentially be a higher percent if you're low. You have guard pierce, which is 50% block chip damage, and a 25% chance to clash to a grapple. Now, I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this, but as somebody who is my current height right now in game is a 6'1" Japanese karate, and I'm putting this at S tier. I think personally this is one of the strongest trees in game. I think a lot of people sleep on this tree because if you're tall, first of all, it's doable on smaller builds, but I 100% recommend it if you're 6 foot or higher, no matter what. Like if you're 6 foot, 6'1", 6'2", 6'3", 6'4", whatever, I think you should be on this tree. The R is super good. It has that extra lingering hitbox with the R if you're taller, so that's why I think it's amazing. I mean, you're never running out of posture if you know how to parry and land your punches. I think the M1s are amazing. Like the animations are good. I just think everything about this tree is awesome. I think it's a huge sleeper. I think more people need to play it. Um, but personally, as somebody who uses it, I put this in S tier. I think this is one of the best, if not the one, top tree for tall people. Can you use it on short builds? Absolutely. Nothing is stopping you from being a 4'11 karate, demon hellhound. But in my personal opinion, I think karate is one of the best trees in the game right now, and it's only a rare, so that says a lot. Next one is Slugger. This is also one of the ones that recently just came out today after the game got back up. You deal 10% more damage, but take 20% more damage. you have a guard pierce max, which is 30% block chip damage, and a 45% chance to clash into grapple. I've heard a lot of mixed feelings about this, and as somebody in the helper chat, I'm always in the questions chat, by the way, guys. So after this video, if you have any questions and you want to join the Discord and I miss them in your comment, come find me in the questions channel, bro. 9 times out of 10, I'll probably be in there unless I'm asleep. Um, but I gotta be honest, what a lot of the community is saying, and even after testing it myself on a tall build, I think it's all right, but respectfully, I think I'm gonna put it in C tier with Capoeira. And the reason I'm not putting it in D tier is because actually, I'm not gonna lie, I think it's D tier. I think being able to do 10% more damage but take 20% is a hard trade-off, and especially with the combat in this game, how it's so different and unique, and it's also like an aspect to an RP game, it's not that good. I'm not saying you can't be good at this. By all means, prove me wrong. I just think, if you're not good at landing the M1s and you're just not all around like, a good combat player, you're just not going to have fun on this tree, especially if you take 20% more damage. I've had people go like 6-6 with this build and they enjoy the poking. It's just, if you take that extra damage, even with the extra HP trying to help you, it's hard. Especially if you fight somebody who's really good at the game. It's, I don't know. Personally, I think it could be better. Next, Muay Thai. Muay Thai has powerful, aka Ragdoll M2s, of 15% posture damage, 30% block chip damage, and a 55% chance to clash into a grapple. Muay Thai, I also got to put this in S tier. I think this is a huge sleeper pick. I think a lot of people downplay it or just underplay it or just, something about not having fun with it. I don't know. Personally, I think this tree is amazing. I've played it myself. I think the animations are fire. They did recently get changed as the update made today. Was it August or July 1st? Yeah, July 1st. But I mean, I gotta be honest, guys. I just think it's too good not to play. Like, if you're between the height of 5'5" and taller, it's good. If you're even below 5'5", like 4'11" to 5'5", I think it's good. Personally, with the new animation change, I want to say if you're between the heights of 4'11" and 5'8" to 5'10", I think this tree is for you because the animations are really good. The M2 revolves with you being close up, so just being really aggressive. That like this tree is good. Just like karate and Muay Thai, they both require you to. You can be super aggressive or you can be super defensive. I think with karate you can be a little bit more lenient between both aggressive and defensive. But with Muay Thai, 100% I think more aggression is 100% the tree for you, especially because how good it is. Last but not least, we got Hakari. Now this one's probably gonna have a lot of people mad at me from this one, and I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate. But regardless, Hakari has a powerful M2, and the momentum rush for it is landing a full M1 combo without being stunned against a 7-second window where your M2 will deal 3 times the damage, and the extra passive on it is 50% block damage. What this means as Hakari is if you land 4 M1s without being hit, you will activate an empowered R for 7 seconds. Your empowered R is what people call the black flash. That's literally what the GFX in game for it is, or the VFX, sorry. Like the VFX and the sound of it, literally the black flash. Now, when they get their passive, aka if you see their arm, I think it is, or their leg, and power up and turn a color, you can't turn it off. Like, they have to either use it within 7 seconds, or it goes away. That's pretty much it. The only way they can lose it is if they use it within 7 seconds, or they don't use it and it goes away. Those are the only 2 options. You can't hit them out of it after they've gotten it. Hakari with the anim changes has been through a lot. I really do want to say though, I think if you're between the heights of 5'7", or no, actually I want to say if you're 5'10" or higher because of the leg kicks. Because of the new leg kicks, you definitely want to be a taller build for it. So 5'10" or higher, definitely solid. But hey, I've seen some pretty good Hakari players who go like 5'5", 4'11", and they hit the R ability with the empowered, and they just start gutting out M1s and get it back like almost right away. So personally, I'm putting Hakari in A tier. I think it's pretty solid. To quickly refresh this list, I have Karate and Muay Thai S tier. I have Boxing, Basic, and Hakari in A tier. I have Wrestling in B tier. I have Capoeira in C tier. And I have Slugger in D tier. If you're somebody between the heights of 4'11 and 5'5", I strongly suggest going something like Muay Thai, Boxing, Basic, and Wrestling. If you're somebody above the heights of like 5'5" to 6'4", 6'8", average or tall, you can pretty much run anything on this tree. But I highly suggest something like Karate, Muay Thai, Hakari, Wrestling, and you can fit Basic in there too. Basic and Boxing fit in there. It's just the 2 S tiers, Hakari and Wrestling. So Karate, Muay Thai, Hakari, Wrestling. Definitely suggest those for taller builds. Again, guys, a lot of people might not agree with this. Like I said, I'm not some, top 100 pro in this scene. I mean, if they ever reopen the competitive league, I'll definitely start grinding that to get my true rank, and that way it'll be more of a, from my POV as a this rank, that's what it'll be. I do personally think just a little bit that I'm, in the top 5% of best players, if not maybe top 1%, maybe a little bit more. Um, Again, if you guys like this video, I appreciate it. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know down in the comment section below. I will have the game link, the Discord link, and the group link all in the description. Same thing with the Trello. Like I said, guys, I'm a helper in the main Discord too. So if you find me in the questions chat, feel free to ping me, say what's up. Don't ping me in there saying what's up in the questions chat. Ping me in like general or something, or you can shoot me a DM. My DMs are on. But if you blow it up with something crazy, I'm just gonna ignore it. Uh, anyway, regardless, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know. This is my first time ever making a video on Gakuran. Also, shout out to the staff team if you guys get this far in the video. What's up, guys? You know I love y'all. Hey, promote me, bro. Put a good word in for me, please. I'm just playing. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, again, comments, concerns, let me know. And I love you guys. Take care.